Alright, what's up guys, Van, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, I'm recording this later because yesterday I couldn't record it due to me being sick, and my throat still hurts a little bit today, but I'm going to try my best to talk as loud as I can. Yeah, that's why I'm going to be talking quiet. Fair warning, there's going to be spoilers in this, so yep, there's your spoiler warning. I think Tom Holland does a great job. I think this is arguably his best performance as Spider-Man for sure. Not only is his action much better due to, of course, Dustin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi, and that action, man, was just awesome. With, of course, also the help of Jackie Chan's stunt team, who, man, the action scenes were like the Insomniac games, which is what I'm playing right now, if you couldn't tell. And that action, man, all that fighting, it was beautiful. Let me say, beautiful. Like definitely the best action we've seen in any Spider-Man movie. And I think the whole first part of the movie, no complaints. Everything is perfect, dare I say. It's the perfect beginning for a Spider-Man movie. Just, you see him doing all these street level stuff and getting to work with himself, being alone, because he's separated himself from the Peter Parker side just to keep Spider-Man alive. No more Peter Parker, only Spider-Man. Now, this is the second part. Yeah, I have a few complaints, but I think it's overall pretty good. I think the Hulk fight was amazing. I'm so glad they didn't nerf the Hulk and just let him get beat like that. And yeah, I think the entire Hulk part is amazing. Same with the connection with Punisher, the whole movie, even at the end. Punisher in this movie is very. He's not like the show Punisher where he's all rough and also trying to balance his own emotions. In this, he's like the big brother type thing for Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and I really think that's pretty cool that they could get this big R-rated character to stay balanced in a PG-13 movie. So I appreciate that, and I also like the introduction, the little trying to find out who Sadie Sink's character is, aka Jean Grey, which we now know. And I think the entire thing with also with at the end of the second half with MJ finding out the truth, and she doesn't remember anything. I think that's a great thing. I thought they were just gonna, oh wait, yeah, they remember all of this. They just little fist bump, little high five. Everyone remembers everything. It's all good. No, they don't do that. They absolutely just keep grounded and do not let Peter Parker or MJ get back together. They're trying to, I think they're gonna work that into the next movie. They spoiler for the end of the movie, they don't end up connecting together, which I kind of liked. But Ned, they do connect at the end of the movie, which I think that was the best way to connect them. And there were no hints until that dab up. It proves there's just a little part of them that could be saved. Now, my only complaint for the second part of the movie, well, only two complaints, is I don't like how short the Hulk fight was. I wish they extended that a little bit. It was a very cool fight. It just was not long enough, and I don't like how they also just brushed away the Hulk after that scene. I wish they had just a little more of him. And also, I don't like how Jean Grey just brushes off the fact that she was in both Punisher and Hulk's minds, two of the most intense backstory characters. They have had such traumatic pasts that I can't believe she just brushed all of that off. So that was very strange, I think. But overall, second half of the movie, pretty good. Now, for the third half of the movie, a lot of people are gonna argue with this, but I think it was a actually not pretty good, very good uh, ending for the movie. Not only just the ending itself, but the entire end scenes for the rest of the movie. So I think my only few complaints, I have two. One is a bit of a major complaint. One is a minor complaint. I don't like how the finding out of how Sarah Gray died. I don't like how quick that was. It was a short build up and also a very quick come to realization moment that this is the place where she died, and VMAX ended up being just a vent. So it made sense. It was just a little, I didn't really like that. Now this is a minor complaint, just a personal complaint. I wish they killed off Spider-Man. I wish they had him dead at the end of the movie. Because, of course, I liked how they showed that people loved and cared about Spider-Man. I just wish they ended up going to kill him. But I love the whole end scene with Punisher and Spider-Man in the hospital. Punisher being that kind guy at the end of the movie, acting like Spider-Man for him, and how Peter realizes how many people actually care for him, as well as how he ended up rebuilding his connection with Peter Parker and balancing both the Spider-Man and the Peter Parker side of him. And I also like Jean Grey's ending, how she tapped into Peter's mind and realized the kind hand of Aunt May is the thing that she really needed from the people around her. And I think that's setting up a good Jean Grey that learns from her mistake and helps the rest of the X-Men struggling to push through that. I think that's a very, very solid way to introduce the X-Men with Jean Grey. It was kind of strange that they leaned very much into the whole Jean Grey and X-Men, or not X-Men, just Jean Grey as the main focus of the movie. Of course, the real villain is William Metzger, Bill Metzger. He'll definitely be in future movies, that's for sure. But I actually think it played out really nice. I think they were good on, they managed keeping it a ground street level movie while also having this major new character, part of a major, arguably the most famous Marvel team before the MCU. And I think they did a really good job of that. Now, I don't know if I can say this is my favorite Spider-Man movie. Of course, I don't know if it's my favorite live-action movie. I know my favorite Spider-Man movie is definitely Into the Spider-Verse, but I'm gonna have to rewatch a bunch of the other live-action Spider-Man movies because I don't remember much about them. And yeah, I just need to get a little recall to see if any of them could be Brand New Day. But yeah, also the end credit scene. A lot of people think that's either two Spider-Men or Spider-Man's in Doomsday. No, I stick to this theory. Spider-Man and Hulk will not be in Doomsday. I'm positive neither of them will be in Doomsday. Maybe an end credit scene, I don't know. But as the movie in the full, I am positive Tom Holland Spider-Man and the Hulk will not be in the movie. Now, I think that's the signal that Spider-Man has made it to the battle world and he's in Secret Wars. Him, Hulk, and Jean Grey, from what we heard, I think that's them all being in Secret Wars. They've all touched the little, or not little, the I don't even remember what it's called. It's been a while since I read the beginning of Secret Wars, but the little building they touch that teleports them to Battle World. I think that's what they've found and placed their hand on, went into, who knows what, and yep, they're in Battle World now. So I'm excited to see. Hopefully Spidey gets that black suit. I wanted him to die in this movie. That way we could see an end credit scene of him just rising from the ground with the black suit in Battle World. Who knows? But no, I think that's just gonna happen in Secret Wars. But I think I'm glad this movie did its best to stay as a grounded, simple movie. And I think the ending, personally, I think it went a full circle to how the beginning of Homecoming was, with Ned finding out Peter is Spider-Man, and then the ending of this movie, Ned finding out who Peter Parker is. And because he knew who he knew Spider-Man, he just didn't know who Peter Parker was. And in this, he knew Parker, or not in this, in Homecoming, he knew Peter Parker, but didn't know who Spider-Man was. If you get what I mean. So I appreciate the somewhat full circle moment, but also a continuation into the next movie. But yeah, overall, Spider-Man Brand New Day, spectacular and amazing movie. And yeah, that's about it. Peace out.